So you can see here at around 11:16 a.m., Dogecoin is at around 21 cents. And that's a good thing because especially after it going down 34%, 21 cents. I mean, we're like, okay. And if you reinvested, if you had the diamond hands and then reinvested at 16 and change, 17 and change, now you're experiencing some of that growth, which is really awesome. But then it spikes. I mean, this is a huge spike so quickly here. So the question is what is going on? What should you be expecting from Dogecoin? What's happening? We're going to share a couple of news pieces. I also want to let you know that this spike was singularly Dogecoin. There was no other, I didn't see any other altcoins that experienced this. Bitcoin did not experience this. Matter of fact, Bitcoin is actually preventing Doge from going even higher right now because Bitcoin is struggling just a little bit. Last I checked, it was down. I'm using Yahoo Finance here, not really a fan of Yahoo. Yeah, Bitcoin is still down. So this would actually be going higher if it wasn't for Bitcoin. So what's going on here? A couple things. Number one, there was way too much of a sell-off on Dogecoin. Down 35% in one day like that went down. Actually, depending on when you start the countdown, some people had it down 40%, 41%. Way too much. Way too many people selling out way too quickly, too much fear. And I think some of those people, I mean, the paper hands are gone. If you saw my video from yesterday, the paper hands are gone. The people that were playing silly games and kicks and giggles, they're gone. But there were some people who probably were legit Dogecoin investors and they got out and they realized they probably shouldn't have. And so it's building it back up. They also realize that it's undervalued. I know that there's some news out there. There's just these guys, like, you got to be careful who you listen to. There's some Bitcoin guy, and we love Bitcoin. The cool thing about the Dogecoin community is we are cool with everybody. We want everyone to do well. We really do. But we get so much hate from all these other groups out there. And there's some guys, there's some short sellers, there's some Bitcoin guys, and they just hate on Dogecoin so much. I think it's because they don't like to see Doge doing well. And they think that Doge should be going lower. Don't listen to that news. It is ridiculous. Dogecoin developers are on the move right now, and they're working hard. So let me give you some of the news here that's really important. Some of this stuff you may have seen already, but this is this is fairly updated, trending now. Okay, so Charles Hoskinson wants Cardano and Dogecoin partnership. Right, this is not entirely new. He already said this before. Okay, let me talk about this guy in just a moment here. You may or may not know him. But he's the founder, CEO of Cardano. And he is now trending. You can see it on Reddit, different locations, on wanting a partnership. You can see this right here. CEO Charles Hoskinson wants Cardano Doge partnership. Now, Cardano is a great little company. I believe that Hoskinson did work with developing Ethereum, I believe. I could be wrong on that. But now he wants Doge partnership. Now, if you know Charles Hoskinson, you know, I'm going to go back to the Doge chart so we can watch it live as I talk. You know that this guy is hated on Dogecoin. Okay, so I'm not necessarily a Hoskinson fan. He's talked bad about Doge in the past. He's talked bad about developers. By the way, he sold his Doge like 6 years ago, and people have been like making fun of him because he would have been multi-millionaire if he didn't sell it. Like, not all of us could have bought in Doge back in 2015. But look at this. Said yesterday, oh, this is actually Billy Marcus, co-creator, who said that he bought Dogecoin. Sorry, this wasn't Hoskinson, for the first time since 2015. That's right. It was Billy Marcus. He was getting hated on, and then he actually bought Doge finally yesterday, which is more big news. When you have, the co-founder buying more Doge yesterday, that's a big deal. When you have Hoskinson saying they want Cardano partnership, that's a big deal. Now, I'm not totally into the Cardano Doge partnership, but the reason why it's big news is because it's showing you that there's other altcoins out there, legitimate altcoins, that are created with a quote-unquote purpose and developed correctly, unlike Dogecoin. And now they want in. They want to get together. Why in the world would anyone want to partner with someone else? The only reason you do that is because you feel like that other person or that other entity has value and adds value to you. Hodkinson, the founder of Cardano, looks at Doge right now and goes, oh my gosh, Doge has value. Doge is going somewhere. Doge is about to skyrocket. It's got millions of people behind it, about 115,000 long holders now. The developers working on it. It's got one of the most powerful individuals, Elon Musk, behind it. We want in on this. So he's talked crap about Doge in the past, but now he wants this partnership because he realizes where Dogecoin is going. That's why this is important news. Not because we're necessarily going to get a Dogecoin Cardano partnership. We may or may not. And I don't know if that's the one I would want. In particular, I would actually want the Dogecoin Ethereum partnership with Vitalik Buterin. Vitalik Buterin has talked so much better about Dogecoin. He is an investor in Dogecoin, the co-founder of Ethereum. He's made millions off of Dogecoin. He likes Dogecoin. I like that partnership better rather than working with the Cardano guy who's hated on Dogecoin, but only now is looking at Doge like, wait a second, Doge looks, it's kind of like back in high school, right? All of a sudden you see the, I'm going to pick the teens. You see the young girl and, she's got the glasses on. She doesn't look that good. I don't know. And then you give it a little bit of time and then all of a sudden a bombshell, right? And then, can we? I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know if we can really hook up at this point because he sees where Doge is going at this point. So that's why it's big news. It's big news because legitimate altcoins out there with their CEOs want to be a part of what's going to happen with Dogecoin. Also, this was pretty cool news. Elon Musk, you probably saw this, donated Dogecoin, and this helped 63 people hit by COVID-19. There was a tweet. I don't know if we have the tweet. It's not on here. Here it is. Yeah, it is right here. We'll get rid of this. You can see, hey, at Elon Musk, your Dogecoin reached 63 recipients, okay? About $150,000, 150,000 Dogecoin. So that was really cool. And you can see here him saying he just sent some. All right, so it's just showing that Dogecoin has valid use, right? Dogecoin's not a joke. Dogecoin has practical use to it. It can be used, and you have Elon Musk sending it out there as supporting individuals. People are donating Dogecoin to charity organizations. People are using Dogecoin to tip people, to spread it around, to give people a little bit of wealth that's protected from the inflationary problems that money's having, or that currency is having. So or fiat, whatever you want to call it. Dogecoin has value to it. And so this is good news stuff. So with the extreme sell-off that should not have happened that drastically, and now the good news coming back out, we're seeing this sort of uptick. Now, we do get individuals who are trying to play games. And so I want to give you a little bit of advice here. Financial advice who still has Edge and Windows stored on his taskbar. By the way, everyone, that is a friend of mine saying that. Just so you know, I don't use the Edge. That was not from me, and I do not. So I use only. You can see I'm in Chrome there, right? I use Chrome. Works way better. Let's go Doge. So you can see some people are going to play the sell game now. Don't play the sell game. Okay, you know how that works? It's you try to short it and you try to buy back in. So people are going to see Doge go up like 20%, and they're going to think, oh, okay, let me sell when it's high, and then if it comes back down, then I'm going to buy back in. Do not do that. It can work. It can work a couple of times. But it's basically like gambling. Okay, you're gonna get burned. Eventually, you're gonna get burned. So my suggestion always is to invest properly into Dogecoin, okay? And there's a proper way to invest, a way that works financially, and that is you buy as it's going down and then you hold as it's going up. If you're investing in a crypto asset or a stock or any company and you're doing it that way, if you really believe that that entity is going to be around 5 years from now and you believe it's going to be stronger, bigger, and greater than it is currently, you cannot lose by investing that way. Can your portfolio money go down? Sure. Can things dip? Absolutely. Can things be tough? Yes. But in the long run, if that entity becomes greater, it moves up, and I believe Doge absolutely will, 100%. Well, 99.99%. You can't lose. But don't play the buy-sell game. In addition, just a little bit of tax advice for you all, and I'm not a CPA, but some people bought Dogecoin up at like 50 cents, 60 cents area. If you bought Dogecoin that high and now you lost quite a bit of money, something interesting you can do is you can actually go ahead and sell your Dogecoin for a loss and immediately buy it back. And what that does is on your financial statements with whatever application you're using, it will report that you had a loss for the year, and you can claim that on your taxes, the loss. But what you really did is you just sold and bought back immediately at the same price it was at already. And so you technically just kind of stayed in, but you get the loss reported. So if you want to do that for your taxes, you can do that. Just make sure that whatever application you use allows you to do that. Sometimes, depending on your application, you might have to wait for funds to come through, and it could take a few days. But if your application forwards you money immediately up to a certain amount, you will be able to do that. So that's kind of a cool little tax trick you might be able to do, and it's completely legal. Okay, it's not something that's like wrong or anything like that. You can definitely do that. But with that said, we have Dogecoin now. It's coming down a little bit. People are playing the sell game here. In addition, I'm assuming that Bitcoin is struggling. Yes, Bitcoin is struggling. So, we don't even have to really. Sometimes you could just take a look at what Doge is doing. Doge wants to skyrocket today. It just wants to keep going up. I'm sure Doge wants to go to 25, 26, 27 cents. But Bitcoin's struggling now, and it's down. It says Bitcoin is up 2.85%, but that's because Yahoo Finance is starting its day at a different place. If I look at my Robinhood account, Bitcoin, it has it down 1.16%. So Bitcoin's struggling a little bit. If Bitcoin begins to come back up, Doge will begin to come back up. So what should we expect here in the future? Expect there still to be volatility. Okay, remember, Doge is a young crypto asset, but don't panic. Okay, so if things begin to go back down, and trust me, people will keep trying to bring this down, okay, or they'll try to stop it from growing. Don't worry about it. We've already seen Doge perform at 16 cents. Now it's going to be even harder for Doge to dip back down to that 16-cent mark because we had so many more investors come in. And we're talking legitimate investors were getting involved. So they're not going to sell out going down to 16 cents. But if it goes to 15, if it goes to 14, if it goes to 13, right? I don't think this is going to happen. But if it did, my recommendation, whatever you could put, if you could put in $50, $15 at 15, do it. If you can put in 15 or $50 at 14, do it. 13, do it. Eventually, this is going to end and go back up. Now, I'm hoping it's over already. The volatility hopefully calms down a little bit. And all of a sudden, we begin to see some real good movements upward. But we never know, okay? And I don't want to sit here and draw, flag charts. Some people will take the 1 month and they'll do flagpole charts and they'll say, oh, we got this line of resistance and we've got this line of resistance. And then after they draw these lines of resistance, a couple days later, they'll tell you how right they are. Okay. No, they weren't right. I can pull stuff from videos that I had a couple days ago and say, oh, look how right I was, pleased with it. There's smart investment that you should do. As a Dogecoin holder, be positive. Don't, hate on any of these other guys, any of these other altcoin guys, Bitcoin guys. We're for these guys. We want them to do well. We want the crypto asset community to do well. And hold. Buy Doge when it goes down. Hold it when it goes up. It's as simple as that. Don't get scared. Don't have fear. Dogecoin is awesome. Doge can be used, again, to donate. It can be used for tipping. It can be used for practical purposes. And it is protected by the inflationary risks that we face with our world currency, like the US dollar, which can just be printed off haphazardly. We're looking at, I wish I had the article up here, but our government in the United States of America, you know, we got to be a little careful. They might start to regulate some of this stuff even more. And the reason why is because they don't want to miss out on all this money. Our government's always about money. They want the money in their coffers. And when people start putting money into altcoins or Bitcoin, now they're starting to invest in trading with a different currency, a different coin besides the U.S. currency. The U.S. doesn't want that. They're going to try and stop that. So what are they going to say? Oh, you know, we can't trust it. It's too volatile. It's a Ponzi scheme. Whatever they're going to say, it's not a Ponzi scheme. If Dogecoin's a Ponzi scheme, then Social Security's a Ponzi scheme. Many people would say, Vin, Social Security is a Ponzi scheme. If Dogecoin's a Ponzi scheme, then you could say other stocks out there are Ponzi schemes. Now, Dogecoin's not a stock, it's a crypto asset. But Dogecoin has practical use to it. It is a digital asset that is protected from inflation. And it's protected from inflation because only 5 billion coins can be produced every year. That means on an ongoing basis, year after year, Dogecoin will not experience the same inflationary risks that a printed off world currency will. Therefore, people say, I want to invest in something that's not going to experience that inflationary risk, that I can still trade with or buy things with. That's something that has value to it. Now, its value increases with more security. Its value increases with lower transaction fees. Its value increases with higher transactions taking place per second. If its value increases with the more entities, corporations, and countries that accept it, that makes it more legitimate. And those are things that are happening right now. So they'll say all these things, but they know it's what they're really wanting to do in the background is they're wanting to create their own digital currency so that you put your money in their own currency rather than Doge. I think, though, the people are behind Dogecoin. I think so many people, millions of people are behind Dogecoin, and they're not going to be led astray. Let's take a look at the comment section here. I'm glad you guys can hear me now. I sold wanting to sell lower. I messed it all up. Yeah, it could be tough. It could be tough. You can make a mistake. And that's why I would never recommend trying to play the buy-sell game, because it'll burn you. It'll get you bad. And that's not what we're into. The hedge fund guys are into that. The short sellers are into that. And sometimes they get themselves into big, big problems. I mean, that's what happened back in 2008. Part of the problem was we had all these hedge fund people who were making these very highly inappropriate investments with hundreds of billions of dollars, if not trillions. And they got burned. They got burned bad. And so they got bailed out, of course. But do you think anyone's going to bail you out? If you get burned bad on this, no one's going to bail you out. So you need to limit your risk by only buying when it's down. When it dips, you buy. When it goes up, you don't. And if you do that with a strong investment, then you'll be fine. Now, Doge is still young. It's volatile. So I'm going to be honest with you. Could Doge go down? Could it go down to 14, 15 again? It's possible. We don't really know. But if it does, I believe Doge in 2, 3, 4, 5 years is absolutely fine. Shiba Inu and Doge to the moon. Yeah, Shiba. Listen, if Shiba does well, I'm glad for Shiba. I hope it does well. I will be honest with you, though. I don't necessarily see how Shiba and Doge in 3 to 5 years from now both stand on the same ground. It doesn't, for legitimacy reasons and practicality reasons, it doesn't. I don't see it. That doesn't mean it can't happen. It can, but I don't see it. How do you have Dogecoin becoming a world coin used on normal everyday transactions and also Shiba at the same time? they're essentially one and the same. I mean, Shiba is basically a copy off of Doge, but a copy that maybe developers created more correctly, but the people have gotten behind Doge. So in the short term, I want Shiba to do well. I want those people that are investing in Shiba to do well. In the long term, I don't see how both of them make it there, but I could be wrong. I just don't see it. It doesn't look right in my mind. What looks right in my mind is in 3 to 5 years, Bitcoin is the digital gold. Dogecoin is the digital currency. Ethereum is for, I don't know, business transactions, whatever, people want to call it. Buying if it goes down to 16 cents. Yeah, if it hits 16 cents, I'll probably put a little bit more in myself. So yeah, we're holding pretty here, up 16%. Doge is at 23 cents. Portfolio's looking a lot nicer now. I hope you guys are as well. Just stay strong. Don't have any fear, even if it's tried to be pulled down again. I see there that somebody said, death cross is forming on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Yeah, I heard about the death cross on Bitcoin, although Bitcoin came up big time. I mean, it was down below 30, 29, 28 cents, and now it's up to, almost at 34,000. Now, that doesn't mean anything. Where Bitcoin needs to come to is actually 43,000 to get out of this. I think some people will tell you it's lower than that. It's not. Bitcoin needs to come up to at least 43,500 really to get out of this. And it is not there yet, which is why you cannot say that we're out of the woods at this point. Interestingly enough, I saw a news report where this short seller tried to somehow blame or look at Dogecoin as the problem for Bitcoin. If Dogecoin doesn't go down to 1 cent, then Bitcoin's not. It's like, stop. Why are you talking about Dogecoin? Why are you hating on Dogecoin so much? It's amazing to me, like, how much hate Dogecoin gets. It makes me want to invest in it even more. Ethereum. Yeah, Ethereum is actually struggling a little bit. One of the things that's kind of cool. So if you watch these crypto assets, you can make some comparisons with them based off of how they move up and down. And one of the things I look at is if you take Dogecoin, right? Although Dogecoin is only 23 cents and Ethereum is 1,987 cents, they've actually been trending with the same numbers. Meaning when Dogecoin is 20 cents, Ethereum is usually $2,000. When Dogecoin's 21 cents, Ethereum is usually 2,100. And what I've noticed as of late is Dogecoin is now at 23 cents, which would mean that Ethereum should be at 2,300. But it's not trending the same right now. Ethereum is struggling. And I think that has more to do with the fact that people are investing into Dogecoin right now because they saw it get sold off too much than it does with Ethereum struggling. But I'm not entirely sure on that. But I like to see Dogecoin making gains in that way. It gives it strength and it gives confidence. And it looks like a lot of this selling is holding off here. So that's a good thing. And we want Bitcoin to do well. We want Bitcoin to start coming back up here. All right. So anyway, yeah, quick update here, guys. I mean, kind of quick update. So keep with it, guys. Stick with it. We're going to keep watching this. We want this thing to keep going up. Stick strong with your fundamentals, okay? Do not play the buy-sell game. Play the hold game. I think Elon Musk, he sent out a tweet the other day. I didn't do a video on this, but he said that he was holding some sort of a convention for Tesla or something. He was holding something for Tesla. And I was like, wait a second. He's saying holding. Is he telling us to hold? I think he's telling us to hold. I think something's coming down the line. But a lot of people want Elon Musk to tweet things off right now. It's not helpful right now. The market needs to fix itself. It might take cryptos another year to fix themselves. It might take a year of this. And after a year, we might want Dogecoin to be to the dollar, but it might only be 35 cents in a year. That's fine. There's no problem with that. Let the market figure itself out. Eventually, it's gonna go up big time. When the market starts moving up, that's when you want the good news to come out. Right now, if Elon Musk tweeted out, something amazing about Dogecoin during a down market, all that's going to happen is you're going to have a whole ton of people get in. It's going to go up to 33 cents, and then it's going to collapse back down. That's exactly what's going to happen. so that makes no sense for us. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for good news during a good market. First, we need to get the market healthy right now. To get the market healthy, Bitcoin needs to get healthy. Ethereum needs to get healthy. Doge is going to come right along with it. Now, Bitcoin and Ethereum are not going to get the same news reports that Doge is going to get. Doge is going to get some really significant news reports and really significant updates. That's why I invest in Doge, because I know those are coming down the line. There's going to be some big upgrades going on. Okay. It's, if Bitcoin is like, I don't know, I'm thinking I'm hungry right now, right? So if Bitcoin's like this, I don't know, big restaurant in the scene, and Ethereum's another big restaurant, and Dogecoin's just a little shack, you go and get some simple meals, but that there's going to be some major upgrades. I know Dogecoin's upgrades are coming, so I'm going to invest in the shack. I'm going to invest in what people are looking at and going, oh, that's not worth investing in. Don't invest in the big boy. See, the big boy's proven. Bitcoin's proven itself. It's got the foundation already. It's got the structure. It's got everything good. It's ready to go. It's serving the meals that people love. Don't invest in that little thing over there. Well, hold on. Let me look at the potential of that little thing over there. I look at the potential of Dogecoin and I go, yep, I see the potential there. I see the upgrades coming. I see the good news coming, but we need the market to get healthy first. So I love these gains today. This is really awesome. There's some movement here. There's some volume here, which is nice. People are still playing some games with the buying and selling, but we're moving in the right direction. But we need Bitcoin to move in the right direction too. We need Bitcoin to get healthy, and that's what we want. And then once the market gets healthy, then we want the good news to come out, and the good news will come out. Just bought it. It's bouncing up. Yeah. Take it. And one of the things you can do, guys, if you might be investors in different coins, different stuff. If you're just an investor in Dogecoin, you cannot just singularly watch Dogecoin. You should be watching Bitcoin as well at the same time. And you'll notice they will trend together. They will trend. Sometimes they won't, because there'll be some heavy investment in Dogecoin or some heavy sell-off in Dogecoin because it's just much more volatile. But when things are pretty steady, they stay together. So that's why we're cool with Bitcoin. Guys, be cool with the community, right? Even when people are saying negative things about Doge, you know what? Be cool with them, because we are. And that's one of the things that I like about the community here. So by the way, we just got way stronger. In the last 2 days, in the last 3 days, Dogecoin got way stronger. We built up a base because Dogecoin didn't have this. Bitcoin and Ethereum have a solid base of investors, people who are going nowhere because they are the Bitcoin investors. They've been there. Dogecoin doesn't have that. Dogecoin is so new to this. It's got so many new investors in it. And what happened in the last 3 or 4 days is those people who are really in this thing for the long term, they were proven out. They made it through the fire. You know what I mean? You guys have heard of the refining fire before? There was some refining that went on in the last 2 days. Whenever they take gold, you guys know this, when they extract gold from the ground, it's mixed with a whole bunch of other stuff, other minerals, dirt and stuff. They actually have to melt the gold down first and get the other stuff out before they can purify it. There was some purification going on yesterday and the day before that. Those who remained have held on to become what is the beginning of the solid base investment for Dogecoin, which again, Bitcoin and Ethereum already have, but Doge is building that up now, and it's happening fast. We're on a track that might be more than 10 times faster than we should be evolving through this process. It could be even more than that. It could be 20 or 30 times faster than we should be evolving through this process, which is fine with me. If you saw my video yesterday, I'm fine with that. Let's go through this process fast. Let's figure out who's really sticking with this thing, because I want to just get moving on. Lost most of my money. TRCH special dividend. Oh, you bought at 16. Nice. That is a good buy. That was, a solid buy. Now the cool thing is whenever you invest, if you, maybe some of you are listening, you haven't invested yet, don't invest everything all at once. So if you want to invest, like if you have $500 to invest and you're like, I don't know if I should invest right now, I don't know if it's low enough, then only invest $250 and keep the 250. If it goes down a penny, then invest another $50. If it goes down another penny, invest another $50. If it goes down another penny, invest another $50. By investing that way, you actually protect yourself. And so and then when it comes back up, you actually make money off of your original investment. It's just a smart way to do it. I'm glad you're able to get in at 16 cents. Really, really good. So I like the strength I'm seeing. I like the development team behind Dogecoin right now. I like the news that I see coming out. Everything's pretty positive. The China stuff is going to go behind us. And I believe that the altcoins and Bitcoin are going to move towards the future in the way that they mine. Yes, mining takes incredible amounts of energy. The CPU behind Bitcoin mining is sick. And that's a problem. It really is. But there are solutions coming down the line to make that so it's not a big problem anymore. And so Bitcoin's working on that stuff. Of course, Dogecoin is working on that stuff. And so we're going to see, we need to be leading the way, right? If we're part of this community, this crypto community, we need to lead the way forward in the future. I don't want to get too, hippy dippy or anything like that. But let's be honest. If we're sitting here burning dirty coal in order to make our profits and make our coins, that's not going to be the future. And the bigger issue is you're not going to have many governments wanting to have you be doing that within their country. But if you're leaving no carbon footprint, if you're completely, carbon free, right? Although those are like the trendy terms of the day, who cares? Whatever. If we can say that, then who's going to deny us? What are you going to do? There's no carbon footprint here. We're producing this with zero impact on the environment, right? Let's lead the way in that. Let's go forward in that direction. I think that's a good thing, and I think that Dogecoin and Bitcoin should be doing that. So. Looking good, everybody. We're looking good. We're at 23 cents. Hopefully, we continue to go up. Stay strong. Hold tight. If it goes back down, don't worry about it. If it goes up, enjoy the ride. We might be here for a while, but that's okay. We only get stronger every single day we go through this. And if it does go back down to 15 cents, we're just going to consolidate even stronger than we are now. If there was some people who are questioning whether they wanted to be in this and then they get out, then they weren't meant to be in it. We're here for 3 to 5 years minimally, at least. All right. So yeah, you can see Bitcoin and Dogecoin are following each other exactly right now. So Doge got the bump up, and that was the bump up for the day, it looks like. And now it's just following Bitcoin. Look at the chart here for Bitcoin. Look at this exact movement here is the same exact movement we're seeing with Doge. Same thing. So they're following each other right now. And it looks like Ethereum's doing the same thing. So, and that's a funny thing too. A lot of times when people say, "Oh, Dogecoin, it's pointless." Well, if it's why do we just trend with Bitcoin then so often? It's because there's legitimacy here. And if there was no legitimacy here, we wouldn't trend at all with Bitcoin. It would just do its own thing always. Sometimes it does because it's volatile. And sometimes it gets a major investment when Bitcoin doesn't. And sometimes it gets a major sell-off when Bitcoin doesn't. But when all things are equal and the volatility is not right there, it trends with Bitcoin. So that's what we're seeing right now. Hopefully Bitcoin does well and it goes up for the day. And this market gets healthy. All right. So I don't got anything else to say. Just wanted to do an update here to take a look at the good news. Remember Charles Hoskinson, if you didn't hear that Cardano news, if you came in a little bit later, he wants to partner with Dogecoin. I'm not a big Hoskinson fan. Okay, he's talked down about Dogecoin quite a bit, but now he wants in on the partnership right here. CEO Charles Hoskinson wants ADA Doge partnership, which is Cardano and Doge. He wants in because he realizes that Doge is going places. Okay, and I would rather see the Doge Ethereum partnership more than anything, but the fact that these CEOs, these crypto creators want to do this says a lot. It says that they know where this is going. So that's some really good stuff. All right. I'm not going to keep this one going on forever. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. We're going to keep an eye on this. Maybe I'll come out with a video a little bit later on if anything interesting comes out or any news stories come out. You guys are awesome. Thank you for coming along with me. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. All right. Have a good one, everybody.